G'day guys, my name is Lol Tomer here with a special review, and for once it's not actually Sonic, it is a Tails exclusive First 4 figure statues. It is definitely special in the sense that I just received it today, and once I came back from the gym, did my workout and whatnot, I just whacked up the webcam and there we go. Put the old little mascot there, how cute he is, and we're going to basically get straight into it. Mind you, I have not actually opened this myself, so anything that you see is as much a surprise as I am. So this will be more or less a review slash box unopening. So let's get into it. So we're going to put Tails aside because obviously we all know how adorable. I know a certain member of my my subscribers totally digs Tails, so she's definitely going to totally dig this statue, I think. So look, let's get into the actual box itself. This is the actual original packaging box. You have First 4 figures up there. You have the product name, which is Sonic the Hedgehog's Tails Exclusive. I'm gonna call it slightly something different when I upload this, simply because, you know, it's not exactly Sonic, it's Tails. But anyway, we'll see what happens. We have quantity 1, of course, and I have the product number, which is 43 out of, I do believe it was about 500. I'll just double check that. Pretty sure. Yes, 500. The exclusive, there's only 500 in the world. The actual packaging itself is extremely standard, nothing too crazy in that sense. You have obviously the word fragile there. On the other side you have obviously just the standard stuff as well, what it is, etc, etc. Let's move this around just a bit. You won't see my address there because I don't want you to stalking me just yet, but it's just the same, exactly the same, and that's exactly the same, nothing too overly special there. Underneath it is nothing, and on the top is absolutely nothing. Contrary to the Knuckles version where you had a picture of the Knuckles one, this one doesn't come with it. I would have preferred it, to be directly honest with you, but it's nothing that's going to affect the overall you know, statue itself. You know, you're not going to have this actual packaging box itself. You can probably see that this has been through, you know, its fair share of I guess injuries. But look, let's get into it and just open this paper up and see what we have. Okay, come on. Okay, come on. Alright, put that there for now. Now, I will commend First 4 Figures for once again the superb packaging. Already you can tell that it's already well packaged. I'm just going to put this aside. I love this concept. So even if it goes through its, you know, its damages and whatnot, and it's tumbling and whatnot, this actually protects it. Absolutely love that. I always love that from First 4 Figures. So I'm just going to move that outside. Obviously, you know, I'm going to review these little foams. Put this aside, put that aside, take that out, put this aside, and let's, oh, gotta be careful with this. So we're gonna put this aside for now, get this out of the way, of course. Okay, sweet. So it comes in a plastic, standard with all First 4 figure statues. It's alright. Let's get this puppy out, and there we go. Put this aside. Okay, straight out of the box, and what you already have is an absolute, once again, I will have to commend First 4 Figures for the superb box art. To be honest, this is truly a collectible piece within itself. It is once again very retro, keeps pretty much homeless to all the other First 4 figure statues. You have also this, you know, the retro Sonic checkers. You have the logo, the Sonic the Hedgehog. You have Tails, 10-inch collectible statue, exclusive edition. Also, you have just a general picture of what it looks like, and once again you have the logo there. On the side you just have more basically what it more or less looks like, which is alright. I always like to dig that. I don't know if I mentioned it, but you have obviously, you know, Sega there, which is always cute, which is also burning. I absolutely love. You can already tell by the picture itself. I know it's not the best, you know, watching it with my webcam, but you can already tell from the pictures how good the quality is going to be. At the back you just have obviously what number I have, and it has a very, you know, a blurb. It briefly reads, I will link their website of course, First 4 Figures, so you can read this yourself, but it says Miles Tail Pro is an orange yellow orthoponic, I'm not even going to pronounce that, orthomorphic fox with 2 tails, and is known to be Sonic's best friend, sidekick, and an expert mechanic. When he spins his 2 tails like a helicopter router, he has the unique ability to push himself through the air to catch up with Sonic. However, when he takes to fly, he tires quickly. Unlike Sonic, Tails has the ability to swim. and it has obviously other verbs. The artist itself who made this is highly limited to 500 pieces in the world only, and the artist is Kram Al-Vali. I'm sorry if I pronounced that name wrong. I wish I didn't, but yeah. So that's that, and just the side. On the side you just have more pictures of what it looks like. On the top it just has the word Sonic the Hedgehog. At the bottom it's pretty much blank, there's absolutely nothing. So let's have a more better look at it. Okay, I'm going to be as careful as humanly possible. So we're going to put this box aside for now, because, you know, now once again, before we get to the actual item, just more attention to details. Once again, obviously they know this is a collected piece, and you just have a small kind of outlining. This is cellophane. No, it's not cellophane. It's kind of like a bubbly-ish thing, but you just have an outlining of Tails there. And let's see if he has it on the other side. What he does have is, if I can take this out properly, it's Authentication Card. Basically what this Authentication Card is, you can authenticate on their website. My one is definitely obviously the exclusive, and I will show you obviously just a few digits there. You have Tails, you have what it is. I'll just take it out for you guys, because I know you probably guys want to see. Just on the back it just has obviously the standards, Authentication Card. To register your officially licensed product to enter full benefits, please go to the website. Awesome, love that. And you have obviously the card. Superb. I actually love this. It's a small little gimmick, I know, but it just makes this piece a little more exclusive in my opinion. Plus you do get small benefits. Basically you get the same number each time you order, like a different one. For example, if you get a Knuckles and a Tails, you'll have the exact same number. So this one was, if I'm not mistaken, 43 it was. My Knuckles was 43 and my Metal Sonic was 43, which I've yet to review, which I will, don't worry. So this is the Tails one. Nice attention to detail, very well colored to be honest, but that's that. So it's held by sticky tape, so if you want to fast forward this you can, because I'm just gonna talk briefly while I open this up with my razor. Now, as you probably know, Tails was the first, I guess, canon character, if you can call it that, when the game first came out, which is Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Now, from my understanding, this is, mind you, growing up as a kid, from my understanding, people had kind of like a mixed sort of, you know, WTF sort of moment when they basically saw Tails. They're like, some of my friends at the time were like, oh, that's pretty cute, that's pretty impressive, you know, and then they quickly found out that he's not as fast as obviously Sonic, which to a lot of people was, you know, a bummer. To me, it was kind of like expanding on the universe that you already enjoyed, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I know a lot of modern fans, especially, come on, take this out. I know a lot of modern fans, especially, they don't like the whole aspect of adding more characters to the universe. I am a fan of that, provided that it's done well. And by well, I mean it's done to the point where it's more or less done perfectly, to be honest. Okay, this should do it. Pardon me. Okay, so we're gonna move it out, and we're gonna just do this slowly. So this is just a standard. Now when you first take it out of the box, this is how it's meant to look like. Already straight out of the back, I'm afraid it's got so much weight. Already straight out of the box, it's impressive within itself. I thoroughly love it already. I can only compliment it in ways. I'll hold this as gently as possible. I can hold it in ways possible. So let's go through the basics. Now, what makes the exclusive one different from every other one is pretty much just the base. Now, it comes with batteries, which is standard. I will take these batteries out because, you know, why not? What's the point of doing a review if I can't showcase every single small piece? So let's throw that away for now. Now, as I mentioned, what makes this exclusive is its base, and I can see that they've done some superb job Oh, this is absolutely beautiful. I'm just going to take it out and show you. This is what makes it exclusive. Now the actual base itself holds obviously tails, but what makes this version exclusive to obviously the non-standard one is this base. The actual mushrooms themselves glow. Now I think it's Mushroom Zone if I'm not mistaken, with Sonic the Hedgehog 3, the Sonic and Knuckles expansion. I'm pretty sure. I'll just see. I'm pretty sure that's what they catered it to. There are, yeah, mushrooms on the base that slowly pulse through the different colors. So it's most likely would have been, in essence, to the actual Mushroom Zone. So this is the actual aspect to it. Just to see the attention of detail, this is the actual button. And I wish you could see this, but you can see the absolutely attention to details to the actual grass and to the actual base itself. So much, in fact, I wish you could see this, but on the actual mushrooms, they kind of like, I wouldn't say smudged it, they're kind of like blurred in the effect of the actual mushroom stem, which looks superb. And you can already see, obviously, the little, you know, I guess, how would you call it, wind effect of Tails' speed. So look, before I start mounting it up, I'm just going to put the batteries in. And let's see, put this in. So pretty much the exclusive version is exactly the same. The only difference is you can already see the lights lighting up as well. Yeah, okay. The only difference is the actual lighting itself of the mushroom. I'll just show you briefly. You can already see. It's a nice touch, to be honest. It's nothing, doesn't really go crazy. There we go. It slowly goes down. But yeah, it's alright. So we'll put the base now. I will turn off the lights and show you that more thoroughly, but we'll put this down for now. The second piece, now I'm not 100% sure on how to mount this together effectively, so I'm going to try and wing it as best I can. Now, the second piece, once again, I thoroughly enjoy this. I'm going to put this here for now, is his tails. This will connect to Tails himself, but you can already see from the fine detail how he blows, showing the impact, and I'll say as far as goes, shows you the speed and the velocity of the actual Tails to the fact that it's blurred. You can see that there are two different Tails, but enough to make a kind of propeller shot, more or less like that, which is absolutely what sold me on this statue, to be honest. I know, obviously, being a Sonic fan, you know, I'm always going to say positive, but there are certain positives and certain negatives that I have, you know, throughout my collections. And one of the positives that I really wanted when they announced the Tails figurine was to basically have his Tails kind of a blurring motion. So far as much to probably say, you know, if they're going to do a sort of gimmick to it, they might as well just have the tail spin. It would look pretty miffy, but I was like, you know what, as long as they have a blurring effect on the Tails, that's superb. And they finally tuned that. You can see that on the white, more or less, strokes that's done there. Once again, highly commendable. Like, you can even see it from a distance, from angles, just a beautiful blur. Oh god, this is gonna look like a cool statue. So we're gonna put this down there for now and get into the next one. Okay, that's pretty much it. Now this is the second bit. Now I've yet to review this. I will, by all means. Sorry, I keep saying this. The Supersonic form, but he has more or less the same leg formation as Supersonic, which is pretty cute and adorable in its own right. Plus you have his little fist. Sorry, very adorable. If you get rid of his head, you can somewhat make out the Supersonic pose. Once again, attention to fine detail. I would have preferred it's just a small nitpick if they had the kind of a little more detailing on the shoes, you know, impacting that he's on the actual grass. The base itself is superb, don't get me wrong. I would have preferred that from first glance, but it's still alright. You can even see attention to detail into his buckle and his soles right there. I would have once again preferred a little more like shoes marking, like little actual what's the wording, like kind of like ridges, the only thing, but it's alright. And his back and his arms are adorable, and you have his feast, and as far as his little whiskers go there, superb. This is just astonishing, to be honest. I really wish there were more words to describe this. I love his eyes, I love his happiness, I love the overall expression of this character itself. Even his fringe, which gives you the elusive impact that it's basically wind you know, pulsating or pulsing through him to the point where his fringe is basically moving in direction to the air. I would prefer they did that a little bit with the ears, but you know what, I'm not complaining. So already that's sold me in ways incomprehensible. So now the scary bit, I say scary bit because this is often always a scary bit. Okay, so far you connect his piece like that, which is his tails, to his feet. Okay, superb so far. I'm gonna put this in as gently as possible. I don't want this to break. And done. My God, this is just to show you. I wish I'll bring it in as close as possible. Actually, it's not gonna work. There you go. That is classic Tails in his all glory and magnificence. You can tell by the overall design that this artist clearly had some sort of notion, some sort of background on the actual character himself, to the point where the finer details of the overall aspect of it truly impressed me. Now, if anybody's played Sonic the Hedgehog 2, for instance, you would have understood how more or less Tails operates, in the sense that he's running and he basically, as he gains enough momentum, his actual tail spins, and then he starts, you know, more or less hovering, flying with his tails, which I found quite always interesting, because he'll get tired flying. However, when it comes to running, you know, as long as you got momentum, he's always go forward with his tails. One of the things that I worried as a kid, more or less, was the fact that his tails, you always thought, oh, you know, Sonic is the fastest thing alive, but in retrospect, Tails could almost reach him. Not exactly, but almost reach him with his speed of his tails. You can tell by the overall design that this artist clearly knows exactly what he's doing, and thoroughly impressed with it. You can see the finer details to the point where his overall tails impact the speed and velocity that's given, to the point where you have all this air fluming at the back, which is superbly well done. Once again, the overall design is just captivating throughout to understand the rigs on these sides, just the finer details. They didn't have to do it, but they did it just to enforce impact, and you know what, they've captured it perfectly well. Now, one of the things I'm noticing as well, and it's one of the things that to me was a worrying factor, is dimensions in comparison to the character. Now, we've had, you know, we had Metal Sonic, we had Super Sonic, we had Knuckles, we also had Classic, where his dimensions fit perfectly. This, in comparison to the Knuckles and the classic Sonic, it doesn't stack up in terms of dimensions, if that makes sense. If you want to say it does, but not 100%. I haven't compared it myself exactly, but I'm pretty sure based on its thing. However, the dimensions in terms of its, in comparison to his proportion through his tails and his body, is perfectly spot on. That's exactly how it's done. You know, his tails to his body to everything. In comparison to obviously the other ones, like I think it compares well with classic Sonic more than it does with Knuckles. I will need to do this on my own time to more or less compare, but you can tell by it looks superb. Now, this is the overall character itself. I am thoroughly impressed. You know, First4figures, if you're watching this video, oh dude, kudos to you. I can only imagine what the modern Sonic the Hedgehog and, you know, even Shadow the Hedgehog is going to be looking like. To be honest, I'm more excited to get, you know, Dr. Robotnik. But look, we're going to put on its gimmick and show you how it looks like, and this is how it looks like. That's pretty much what makes it exclusive. You have the actual, you know what, I'm going to turn off the lights. What makes it unique and what makes it special is the fact that his actual mushrooms change color, as you can probably tell. Come on. There we go. Certain ones light up extremely high. Other ones, such as, you know, the pink one dulls down just a bit, and you're going to have this mushroom light up in its own corresponding time. There we go. So already, if you have all the exclusives and you turn them all on, I can guarantee you, if you had a geeky girlfriend, or, you know, a nerdy sort of, you know, a wife or friend, you know, I'm pretty sure she'll be epically impressed by the quality of these statues, to be directly 100% honest with you. So, I have talked enough and glorified this statue enough as it is. Am I impressed with this? Oh God, yes. To be directly honest, I'm going to put this there just to showcase that. I'm just going to put this over here, put this on that side. There we go. Put this further back. Okay. Now, as I mentioned, when I firstly pre-ordered this, I just wanted to have all the collection. That's what I've, you know, obviously Sonic and Tails, I might as well collect all the universe. When I first pre-ordered this, I really didn't have all that much expectation. I was like, okay, it's Tails, just throw in my collection. Nothing too, you know, nothing too grand, nothing to think it's just going to stand out. When I saw kind of like the concept picture, I was like, okay, the Tails really, you know, the actual Tails itself, not the character, really shines. It really has some character. First taken out of the box, first time impression, sold. I definitely value for money. And if you're a Tails fan, pick it up. There is no ifs, buts, when or why. Just pick it up. It's such a beautiful thing. Even if you have the non-exclusive, I have chose to pick the exclusive because obviously it's exclusive, has features that I would like. A little more pricey, yes. I got this directly from the seller for $240 or $240. A little steep for some people, I understand, but look, you know, the regular one is about 100 and I think 170 all up. Not 100% sure, I haven't checked recently, but for the exclusive it was about 230. Is it value for money? Yes, definitely sold. I was like, you know what, take my money, take everything. Not exactly those words, but I was like extremely impressed. Would I expect a modern version of Tails? I hope so. I would like to see what they do with it in concept. Pretty much every statue that they've released has astonished me in ways beyond recognition, beyond anything that I imagined, especially Metal Sonic, which I will review, don't worry. And so yeah, that's the price. In terms of rarity, I'm just going to check if they're sold out. They would still have some more on their website. I would probably check their website. I'm definitely going to link them so you can check out their website. You can check all the other stuff. And if you want to pick it up, by all means you can. I'm not too sure if they're on back order or if they're pre-order, but they're definitely something worth to pick up. Now, in terms of rarity, with anything, this is, for now it's common, so I'll probably give this maybe 3.5 stars out of 10. Will be rare down the future? Hell yeah, I can guarantee you. The First 4Figures statues are definitely gonna basically become rare in the future. Anyway guys, I do appreciate that you took the time to watch this probably lengthy review, and I hope I covered all bases in regards to this. And look, by all means, if you want to pick it up, I'll definitely link the website down bottom if you want to go ahead with it. It's a legitimate website. That's where I buy my statues directly from. If you can't find it there, you can definitely get it from, you know, online retailers. I'm about nifty about that, but directly from First 4Figures, look, I highly recommend it. And First 4Figures, keep up the good work. That's my biggest thanks to you. You pretty much captured the essence of my youth and the younger generations. Anyway guys, thank you for watching and peace.